Welcome to the CAMP Guide to renewing and updating your permit. In this video, we will discuss the steps to renew your alcohol service or marijuana worker permit. We will also discuss updating your personal information on file and surrendering your permit. 90 days prior to your permit expiring, you will receive an email notifying you that your permit is eligible for renewal. At that time, you can log into the CAMP portal at camp.olcc.online to begin the renewal process. In this video, we will be using an alcohol service permit renewal to illustrate the steps taken. Renewing a marijuana worker permit is very similar, though some steps will be slightly different. Begin on the home page in the CAMP customer portal. Under Permitting and Education, click Select. You are now on your Permitting and Education dashboard. Click the Permits tab. On the Permits tab, locate your permit under Issued Permits and click the blue permit number hyperlink. Under Permit Activities, you will find several options for changes you can make to your permit. You can notify the OLCC of a legal name change or update your criminal history via simple amendments. If you no longer need your permit, you may surrender it by clicking the Surrender button and following the steps. When your permit is eligible for renewal, the Renew button will be enabled. If your permit is outside of the renewal window or a renewal application has already been submitted, the button will be disabled. To begin your permit renewal, click Renew. Now you have opened a permit renewal application. Please review the Getting Started information on this page. Note that you will need a photo or image of a government-issued photo ID or passport to submit your renewal application. You should also have your payment method ready. To continue with the renewal, click Next. On the profile page, please read and confirm the disclaimer at the top. Then review the rest of the information on the page to ensure that it is accurate. When you are done, click Next. On the Documents page, you will be required to upload a photo of a government-issued photo ID. To read more about the requirements and acceptable types of ID, click the three dots in the description section. Once you have your photo ready, you may either click the plus sign to select the file from your device or drag and drop it into the drag and drop area. Ensure that the document type is set to Government Issued Photo ID. If it is not, click the drop-down menu to select that document type, then click Next. On the Personal History page, answer the questions. Yes answers will require you to provide more information regarding your answer. Once you have answered the questions, click the attestation, then click Next. The Finish page will show a summary of the information you have provided. Review the information for correctness. To correct any errors, click the corresponding page on the top row to return to that page and make corrections. At the bottom of the Finish page, you will find the OLCC service permit fee is due. Click Pay and Submit to be routed to our secure third-party payment processing site to pay the fee by debit card, credit card, or electronic check. Once you successfully pay the fee, you will be sent back to the Finish page. A banner across the top will provide you with a reference number for your payment. To finalize your application submission, click Submit. Now that your renewal application has been successfully submitted, you will see a black check mark next to Submit Application on the Permit Activities page. The following steps regarding server education courses are for alcohol service permit applicants only. Marijuana worker permit applicants can review the educational materials on Step 2 and then continue to the assessment. For alcohol service permit applicants, the next step in the application process is to complete an OLCC-approved server education course. Click on the View Course Information hyperlink to see a list of organizations that offer courses, both online and in person. Pick an offering to take your alcohol server education course and pay the associated fee. Once you take your education course, the course provider will notify the OLCC and complete course will be marked as complete with a black check mark on your Permit Activities page. After taking your education course, you need to take the assessment in camp. You must score 70% or higher in order to pass the assessment, and you may take the assessment as many times as needed in order to pass. When you are ready to begin, click Start. On the next page, select the language for the assessment from the drop-down menu. Then click Next. If you need to cancel your assessment and return at another time, click Cancel. When you are ready to begin the assessment, click Begin. Once you complete and pass the assessment, you will see that your assessment has a status of Ready to Submit. Click Submit. Once you submit your assessment, your application will be ready for review by OLCC staff. In the meantime, a temporary permit will be issued. You can access your temporary permit by clicking the blue permit number hyperlink. You can also view your temporary or issued permit on your Permitting and Education dashboard. Note that your temporary permit is not effective until your previous permit expires. If your new permit is issued before this time, your temporary permit will be replaced on this screen with your new issued permit. Scroll down to Dashboard and click the Permits tab. There you will find issued permits as well as previous applications. If OLCC staff need to request additional information, you'll be notified via email. You can access the request via the Actions Required tab on your Permitting and Education dashboard. There you will find the request, and you can open it up by clicking the blue file number hyperlink. Then, click the Review button next to Provide Additional Information. You will see the status of your permit is Waiting on Information. Under Requested Information, you will find an explanation of the information that you need to provide. You must respond to the request in the Additional Information box. If there are any documents related to the request, you will find them in the Attachment Types section with a check mark in the required column. Follow the same steps as before when uploading your required document. Once you have provided the information, click Submit. Once you complete the information request, you will see a confirmation banner acknowledging your submission, and your permit application status will return to In Review. Once the review of your application is complete, you will receive a notification from CAMP via email with your issued permit attached as a PDF. You can also locate your permit from the Permits tab on the Permitting and Education dashboard. You can access your permit page by clicking the blue permit number hyperlink. From the permit page, you can find a downloadable PDF at the bottom under Permit. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have further questions, you may reach out to the OLCC using the displayed contact information.